It's the time to get down.
Cough, cough.
Somebody's gonna ask you, can you tell us the name of that stuff that's making you choke?
I am, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Marijuana for dummies! Oh, shit. All right, you guys. You know I get caught up. You know when you watch those music segments, you know you want to sneak a puff in. You know you want to sneak a puff in, and so I try to. But you know, first of all, I am a supporter of medical marijuana. I'm a proud supporter of medical marijuana. And also, we've been attempting to give you information. One of the things that Vic brought up that we're working on coming up is called the miseducation of marijuana. So we're going to be trying to give you segments that we're enlightening you with wonderful new uses of
People like me.
Yeah.
I need to know, man.
What do you need to know? You might have some guests.
Hey, look.
Well,
Have you ever heard of
don't drink?
Don't you have to get to know your neighbor?
Okay, that's
Don't you hate being
you
your 20?
You'll stand around. Well, there you go.
See.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
So that's part. One of the things that's coming is the miseducation. I am a proud, like I said, embracer, endorser, and user of medical marijuana. Vic asked you what I purchased, what I'm smoking today. I'm actually normally I suggest having a sativa in the morning because it's less physical effects.
Right.
Some of you, if you have an indica in the morning, you're going back to bed. I'm just saying. Don't get up, have an indica and some breakfast. That's it, the morning shot.
Okay.
No, a sativa might be more appropriate because you can have the nice
Okay.
buzz, but you won't feel the physical impairment like you would even from having a glass of wine or something or a beer early in the day.
That's what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you if you had to choose the one that will make you
drink in the morning. Even okay.
Well, no, that makes you excel in what you're doing.
Well, it's way different effect. On a late weekend, I like a mimosa, champagne and orange juice.
All right.
Okay, but in general, you know, you've been around me. I don't drink in the mornings.
People do, though.
But people do.
Yes.
I always smoke marijuana in the morning with my coffee, and that's a wonderful thing because it achieves a certain mellowness, you know, and vibe. And again, usually a sativa, so I don't have all the physical effects.
Right.
Now, again, but today I am smoking Canna Sutra OG.
The coughing one. It's the one that makes you cough.
That was just me.
That's
you know
what makes
you know
you
what
cough.
it is? I'm too lazy to roll a joint. Even though I have the cones, I'm just lazy. I use the pipe out of laziness, and I should, you know, roll it or...
Why? Now, see, this is where the education part comes in. You said I should.
Oh, okay.
See, I told you. I told you.
Right.
Miseducation.
Why? Because once I think of it scientifically, then it's a whole different thing.
Right.
No, vaping is the best way to avoid the tars.
See?
Because you don't, to get the effect of the marijuana. Now, vaping has to do with heating the marijuana with a machine.
Right.
To just high enough temperature that the THC vaporizes.
Okay.
But the weed never catches on fire. At the end of it, you have weed that's still there. It's a different color.
Right.
And it has, if you smoke it, it's nothing. All the THC has been evaporated out. So that, but the problem with that, to me, is it doesn't have the smoking pleasure. I used to be a smoker. Gave up cigarettes in 07.
Right.
Haven't had one since, but I used to be a smoker.
Okay.
There's something to be said for the smoking experience of marijuana. Some people like the smoking experience.
Right.
And in some countries, they actually blend marijuana with tobacco. It's very common overseas in Europe.
All right.
So the smoking experience, sad to say, I know, Vic, that is a part of it. So when you roll a joint, it has the smoking experience that weed lovers have learned to love.
Right.
Pipes are more harsh.
Right.
Bongs are really hitting you hard. A bong, I guess I should do a show on the different methods of smoking because bongs are usually hard hitting. That's why some people like them.
Right.
Because they're looking for what we call a rush, where you,
right.
again, strong weed hitting you hard and fast.
Right.
You're going to fall out of your chair.
Got you. Makes sense.
Some people searching for that.
Right.
A lot of us, as we get older, those people are smoking for other levels. They want mellower things out of it. I don't smoke to get like stoned.
Okay.
And you're around me
Right.
a lot, and you know how often. I mean,
No, you're
like
not like
never, right?
No. You don't. You're not like that. It's like certain people with alcohol. Some people know just how to drink
Yeah.
and never go beyond.
Well,
some people.
That's another story.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I just think.
But
the
yeah, I don't
pathway-
get stoned or euphoric.
No.
I'm kind of even. I usually smoke weed and make a cup of coffee.
Yeah, true. That's true.
And do work.
Yep.
So a lot of people are smoking for that kind of a high. That was me too. I was smoking more for the mellow vibe, feeling that energy calm down, because when I would be agitated about things,
Right.
have nagging
Discomfort.
mental, especially like with say you have a bad, something like your boss, your coworker, and it's grinding on you, your loved one,
Right.
they're pissing you off.
Right. I'm not saying it.
Weed is very good for that. Weed
Okay.
is very good for those hostility levels. It's just like turning the pipe down.
I got you.
You know, like a gas stove, you just turn that flame down.
Right.
It just brings it down. So when people are pissing me off or things are frustrating me or pissing me off,
Right.
the marijuana is particularly effective for that.
For you.
For you and
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
Right.
That's one of the effects. And also, it's not an anesthetic, but it can affect the way that you relate to pain. So in other words, it doesn't make my back feel better, but I don't mind it as much.
So far, it's all the pros outweigh
Well, yeah.
everything. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Well, for most of us, again, there's always the issue of smoking, but to me, there doesn't seem to be the issues that we were worried about.
right.
So, there again, the miseducation of marijuana. So I wanted to stress, those different ways.
Okay.
I'll do something later on the vaping, because I have the whole vaping. I got the whole vaping apparatus right here.
Right.
I
Right.
got a whole vape. You put the thing in there. I have to show you. So we'll be showing this. This is a digital. I got to have the high-end one.
Right.
You could dial in the temperature that you are heating the weed to.
Right.
Different THC metabolites vaporize at different temperatures. So theoretically, even though I doubt the accuracy of some of that stuff, theoretically you could dial in a certain temperature and get more of that particular metabolite.
Okay.
Dial in a different temperature, get a different metabolite. Therefore, you're getting different types of THC that are vaporizing at different temperatures. And this is a digital readout, Vic.
Okay.
So
you can document.
0.1, 0.2,
Yeah.
80. You can really see temperatures. So,
Right.
and you say, Mario, why don't you have, I have two. I have another one. I have two. Why aren't you using this, Mario? Why? Because I miss the smoking experience. I'll admit it. I love the smoking experience. The taste of marijuana smoke.
Right.
The smell, the taste. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So that's part of the whole thing. Now, so when I use the vaporizers, which I think is easier on your lungs and stuff, and I just didn't, there's no data for that. I don't think. It doesn't
Right.
appear to be.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not sure. We have
Okay.
to check. But if you want the smoking experience, to me, the best weed smoking experience for me
Right.
is a blunt. But I don't do those. Those are what the young folks do, where they take a tobacco
Right.
leaf and roll a joint.
Right.
And they have various versions of this that you can buy tobacco leaves or pre-roll stuff. Like I said, I have the cone. I got to bring that out here. I got a little Foot Locker thing. I got every kind of marijuana wrap leaf thing
Right.
you can name, because I've tried them all. The question is, what is the best smoking experience for you? To me, having a beautiful woman roll me a blunt is the best experience.
You know what? It's your
It's the
champagne,
best
right?
experience.
Relative to alcohol, it's your champagne,
yes.
isn't it?
I love, that's
All
why I
right.
love those rap videos.
All right.
I
I got you.
some of those videos give me a beautiful woman. Okay, so now, one last news today. So I just wanted to update you today a little bit on the different ways. But one last news item is that people have been worried about Attorney General Sessions, right? Because he's been making these veiled threats to come after marijuana. But I said it's too much money. There's too much money, you guys. The money's trade is rolling on marijuana.
Right.
It ain't gonna stop. It's like alcohol and that. The money's rolling.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, police investing. I know some police want to invest in marijuana. I ain't gonna go there. Okay, but now, with all this talk of Attorney General Sessions, who needs to just shut up and be in the dark because they might forget he's there.
Right.
But anyway, he had, like I said, he had been sort of threatening. Well, it turns out that the Department of Justice had a subcommittee whose task was to look at marijuana and what policies to implement. And now the panel came out with their recommendations and said they don't recommend any new policy changes. So nothing's changing. So what that means basically is whatever the Attorney General was bluffing, the committee just came out and said nothing is changing. So they won't be coming after anybody new in any kind of new way. They won't be instituting any new anti-marijuana measures. They basically are doing like what the Trump administration is doing and other things. Nothing. They're not doing anything.
Let me ask you something. They didn't do anything leading up to this? Did he do anything before?
He kept threatening, sort of. He was
before
threatening.
He became part of the Trump cabinet. No. What's his history as it relates to it? See, I always believe everybody goes like that.
Marijuana, I'm not sure. I think he's a known opponent.
Right. And if he is a known opponent, did you see any marches or... Okay, Mario, here's the task. I'm going to challenge you on the miseducation. We're going to find the first march of anti-marijuana. And we're going to find if it belongs to the great state of Alabama.
I know the marijuana. One time they're going to have a pro-marijuana march.
No.
They're too stoned. they could march.
Look, sometimes that great state that you represent tends to like to stay in the old days.
Yeah.
How old is Sessions, man? Plus what? See, that's what I'm saying. Look, no disrespect, or
plus these assholes probably smoke weed.
I'm just saying, dude.
They probably in public. Oh, and no weed. Go right home and have more than me.
Business interest, man. Sometimes the market affects other markets. I'm not going to get into all the what ifs. Market change.
Well, everybody, that's marijuana for dummies. Loaded.
Type it in, and I'll send it to him.